Are you in the market right now to buy a short sale? Then this information is vital to your next purchase. With the complexity of the short sale transaction, some companies are actually charging buyers what the bank is paying for the sellers. What do you mean? How can the bank pay for the seller's fees and then also the buyer pays for the seller fees? Well, some companies have found it profitable to charge the buyers fees that the seller is being paid for by the bank. How are they doing this? There's a HUD. That shouldn't be happening. Well, we caught for one of our buyers, we saved our buyer over $14,000 in fees that the seller's company was trying to charge them, telling us that the bank wasn't paying those fees. When in actuality, the bank was paying those sellers' fees. How do they do that? Well, one example. They sent us a HUD over that showed that the bank was not paying the seller's fees. Well, some of these fees were transfer tax, taxes, assessments, title insurance, and I have never, ever seen a bank not pay those fees for the seller. So that was the first red flag. Then they sent us a statement that said the short sale is approved, but the seller contribution is $25,000 and the seller only has $20,000. Can your buyer contribute $5,000? Seller doesn't have it. Okay, sounds reasonable enough. So the buyer agreed. We later find out that the short sale approval was for $20,000. They put on the HUD $25,000. So they wanted our buyer to come in with $5,000. Then they said that the bank countered another $4,000 that wasn't on the HUD. So to recap, the company sent us over these fees for our buyer to pay. Luckily, we checked the short sale approval that said $20,000, not $25,000. Luckily, we asked the title company for the real HUD that was being sent to the bank. And at first, the title company said this is the real HUD. Then we did some more investigation. Then they sent us back the HUD with the real numbers. And the second HUD had the $5,400 or $5,500 that they wanted the buyer to come in with. We said, wait a minute, that doesn't match the short sale approval of $20,000. You said 25. Oh, our mistake. So finally, at the end of the day, the third HUD that we got from them had all the fees put back on the bank side, the seller side, so our buyer didn't have to pay it, and the $5,000 that they wanted our buyer to pay that was going to go into the companies doing the short sales pocket, we got that waived too. All in all, at the end of the day, our knowledge saved our buyer over $14,000 because we requested the title company not use double HUDs. What do you mean double HUDs? They were sending one HUD to the bank and one HUD to our buyer. Now, we saved him $14,000. If this is something that you're buying right now and you need, and you might want to make sure that you have an experienced short sale agent look at your file so you're not paying extra fees that the seller's bank is unaware of to save you money, contact us today. Don't overpay for your next short sale purchase.
We don't get fooled again.